Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Hacksplained. In today's session, we're going to have a look at a request from you, which is how to install Kali Linux. Alright guys, so like I've said, this request came from you. We're going to check out how to set up Kali Linux as quickly as possible to get straight into hacking. So let's dive straight into it. And what we're going to do today is we're going to set up Kali Linux as a virtual machine. And in order to do that, we need a program first which allows us to run virtual machines. For example, VirtualBox or VMware. As I am a fan of VirtualBox, I'm going to show you the version of using Kali Linux with VirtualBox. So I don't know if you have already installed VirtualBox or not. If you don't, go to virtualbox.org and go to the download page. I'll actually link this down below in the description section, and download whatever you need VirtualBox for. So if you need it for Windows, if you need it for OS X, or if you need it for Linux, you can find the download link right over here. I've already done that and went ahead, installed VirtualBox on my system to speed up this video a little bit. Also, it is about showing you how to install Kali Linux and not VirtualBox. Alright, but let's remind ourselves that we need VirtualBox or any other virtual machine manager first to run Kali Linux as a virtual machine. Alright, so next up you go to this page over here. I will also link that page in the description where you can download an already built and set up version of Kali Linux ready to be used for your virtual machine manager. And if we scroll down a little bit over here, we can see that there is already ones for VMware, for VirtualBox, and for Hyper-V. As I said that we're going to use VirtualBox, you can just click on that and download, for example, the Kali Linux VirtualBox 64-bit version. I've also done that ahead of recording this video because this takes quite a while. It is 3.1 gigabyte big, so do that and take your time. Anyway, I want to show you how to set it up and how to install it. So let's jump straight into our VirtualBox manager. And if you have downloaded the file already, you can go to File, Import Appliance, and then click over here and select your Kali Linux image. If you have a close look, a image for VirtualBox ends with the file ending OVA. So let's open that and click on Next. You don't need the expert mode over here. And for now, we are going to leave all the settings as they are. We'll just click on Import. And there is a little software license agreement that we have to agree. So we click Agree over here. And give it a second. And this is how you import the appliance. So let's wait for a bit. Alright, that was quick. So what we see right now is we have our Kali Linux imported right in here, and it is called Kali Linux 2020.1 minus VBox minus AMD 64. And what you want to do before actually starting or running this virtual machine for the very first time is you want to go to Settings and open them up. So you want to change a couple of things before running it for the first time. So let's go to System and start with our base memory. The base memory is not enough to run Kali Linux, so we're going to boost that up to whatever, let's say 8 gigabytes, that's fine. Let's keep on going. Display is fine. We do have storage, which is fine. Audio, network, leave that to net. Serial ports, USB, shared folders, and user interface. We don't need that for now. Okay, so let's click on OK, and let's check if we can start our new Kali Linux successfully. So let's click on Start over here. And you see Kali Linux booting up over here. This only takes a little while. Give it a little bit. You can click into the virtual machine, you click enter, and you see how Kali Linux is booting. And if you're running this for the first time, you might be wondering, how can I log in to Kali Linux if this is an already configured machine where you did not have the chance to set your own username and your own password? And the hint can be found right over here on the download page. It says if you download an image over here, the default password is set to Kali. So let's go back to our machine, and I will leave it in this screen resolution for now and say Kali and Kali. And we do see that we're getting logged in, which is nice. So we already have a working Kali Linux setup right now. So before moving on and trying to hack your favorite bug bounty program or doing something else, you want to check one or two things. The first thing I always do is I go to the terminal and I would try to check my network connection. So let's see if we can ping. Let me move my mouse a little bit away. Let me see if we can ping, for example, google.com. If we enter, we see that this works out. So network connection is fine. So let's click Control C. We can leave that for now. Alright, so network connection works. That is great. So next thing you want to do is you want to change your default password to something more secure. So let's check who we are. We are already a Kali user, so we can just use the passwd functionality to use or to change our password. So let's fire in our current password, which is Kali, and now we can set our new password. You want to make sure that this is a secure password that cannot be guessed easily by somebody else. So give me a second to set my new password. Great, password updated successfully. Alright, so we have our password set to a new one. What we want to do now is to get our machine up to date. And for that, we're going to use the apt-get command. We're actually going to use that as a root users. We gotta say sudo apt-get update. And with that, I have to fire in my newly changed password. So give me a second. And once this is done, we can fully upgrade our system. So let's wait for a second. This usually doesn't take that long. Right. And now we can fully upgrade our system to the latest state. So we once again say sudo apt-get full upgrade. And believe it or not, this is going to take a while. So while I click Y and enter to accept that I'm going to fully upgrade my system, I will tell you one more thing. After this is done, so this takes around 3 minutes. If you look to the bottom right, you can use your newly deployed Kali machine. Alright, this was it for today. There is a lot more coming regarding Kali Linux, which I'm not going to show in this video. If you do have any requests regarding any videos, something you want to see, something you want to hear about, just let me know, like with this video, and I'm super happy to provide a little video for you. With that said, I will link all the important links in the description section below, so find them over there. And yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe in the top right corner, and I'll see you again soon.